Elon Musk is a complicated man, to say the least. And while we spend a lot of time here talking about all of the amazing things that he makes and his crazy plans for the future, we haven't really taken a moment to stop and think about how Elon got to this point in his life, where he's become this almost superhuman icon. The influence that this one man holds is staggering. He can change the world with a few Twitter posts. There isn't a whole lot of information out there about the man himself, and most of it is sketchy at best. Elon doesn't like to talk about his own history. In fact, he once said that he'd rather stick a fork in my hand than write about my personal life. But today, we're going to do our best to look at the life and times of Elon Musk and everything that made him into the man he is today. Hey Elonites and Musketeers, welcome to the Tesla space where we share the latest news, rumors, and insights into all things Tesla, SpaceX, and Elon Musk. So, Elon was born June 28th, 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa, and right off the bat, he got the advantage of having a really cool name. To be fair, everyone in Elon's family does have really cool names. His mother, May, was a Canadian model and dietitian. His father, Errol, an electromechanical engineer, pilot, and sailor. And Elon has two younger siblings, his brother, Kimball, and sister, Tosca. The Musk family were pretty wealthy, that's true. Were they profiteers of some kind of emerald mining empire? No, at least I don't think so. I don't want to get into that today, but the whole emerald mine thing seems to have been pretty reasonably debunked. What we do know about Elon's childhood is that things were not exactly smooth sailing. His parents divorced when Elon was 10 years old, and he ended up living with his father, someone who he's never had a healthy relationship with. Still, to this day, Elon does not speak to his own father, and I think that says all we really need to know about what it must have been like for him growing up in that situation. Elon's dad is a shady figure at best. He's shot and killed at least 3 people for which he was charged with manslaughter and later acquitted. And it looks like Errol has even fathered a child with his own stepdaughter, who he's about 40 years older than. Not to level any judgments here, consenting adults and all that, but the point I mean to make is that Elon didn't exactly get a leg up from his old man. If anything, Elon is lucky that he wasn't permanently traumatized by his own father. As a child, Elon kind of retreated into a world of comic books and computers and science fiction. He spent an awful lot of time by himself in his own head. As a person living with Asperger's syndrome, Elon had a hard time socializing and was often bullied. Once he was even hurt so badly that he ended up in a hospital after being thrown down a flight of stairs. It was definitely not all happy days. I don't think Elon has ever talked at length about his childhood, but I know he has alluded to it being kinda miserable. Elon attended a prep school in his early years and then ended up in one of those all-boys high schools, which probably didn't help much with his social skills. In his personal time, Elon was teaching himself computer programming on his Commodore VIC-20 computer, which was the first ever computer to gain mass market adoption. By the age of 12, Elon had not only coded his very own video game called Blastar, but he'd also managed to sell the game to a PC magazine for $500. At the age of just 17, Elon had used his Canadian citizenship through his mother to move to Canada and attend Queen's University in the city of Kingston, where he began studying physics and economics. Elon's time in Canada was pretty short-lived as he moved on to the University of Pennsylvania in 1992 to complete his degrees. It was around this time that Elon launched his second business venture, running an unofficial nightclub out of a rented 10-bedroom frat house. Elon said he could make enough money to pay a month's rent in one night, with up to 500 people attending and paying $5 to get in. Elon left university with 2 degrees, one in economics and a second in physics. In 1995, he planned to further his education by enrolling in a PhD program at Stanford University, but actually dropped out just 2 days into his classes. Elon saw a business opportunity on the internet and he dropped everything to start his own company. February 1995, Elon starts Zip2 with his brother Kimball. This was a software company that developed and marketed online city guides for the newspaper publishing industry. This seems to be where Elon's insane work ethic started to develop. He basically lived at the company. He was known to sleep on the office floor and would take showers at the local YMCA. Elon laser focused on his work, and it paid off. In 1999, the Musk brothers sell Zip2 to Compaq Computers for $307 million in cash and $34 million in stock options. Elon nets $22 million for his 7% share in the company. Elon immediately takes the money and rolls it into X.com, a financial services company that allows payments to be sent via email with a high level of security and a very simple user interface. This company then merged with payment system company Confinity in the year 2000 to form PayPal. That's where most people pick up this story. Elon and his crew sold PayPal to eBay in 2002 for a massive amount of money, which Elon took home $165 at the age of only 31 years old. We've already established that Elon is not the kind of dude to take a break, so immediately he started investing that fortune in new companies. He founded SpaceX in the same year with the goal of making life interplanetary. In 2004, Elon invested again, this time putting around $70 million into Tesla Motors, with the goal of accelerating the transition to renewable energy. Somewhere in there, Elon found the time to marry Canadian author Justine Wilson and have 6 children. Their first son died in infancy, tragically, but they went on to have a set of twins and then triplets. Elon bought a McLaren F1 supercar for $1 million, which he proceeded to crash spectacularly and almost kill himself. Rumor has it this is where his obsession with safe cars comes from. Sometime around here, he also invests some cash into saving his hairline because the dude had a pretty significant glow up between PayPal and Tesla. In 2006, Elon co-founds yet another company called Solar City. He launches this business with his cousins Lyndon and Peter Rive, and Solar City becomes the second largest provider of solar electricity systems in the United States. In 2008, Elon officially becomes the CEO of Tesla Motors, and they launch their first car, the Roadster. Elon gets divorced, remarried to his second wife, Tallulah, who he also divorces, then remarries, then divorces again, and at some point, he ends up dating Amber Heard, the future ex-wife of Johnny Depp. For an awkward dude who grew up on comic books and video games, Elon has had one hell of a love life. Now, Elon bought a mansion in Bel Air, then he bought the mansion across the street to turn it into a private school for his children. Then, over the next few years, Elon bought the whole damn neighborhood, owning like 8 houses in total. I guess he prefers peace and quiet over having neighbors. Elon makes his feature film debut in 2010 with a cameo appearance as himself in the movie Iron Man 2. We still have yet to see Elon's idea for an electric jet, though. In 2012, SpaceX hit big as the first ever private spaceflight company to reach the International Space Station. In 2014, Tesla launched their first ever autonomous driving feature called Autopilot, which allows the car to steer itself. Elon promises that fully self-driving cars are only a few years away. In July 2016, Elon founds yet another new company. This one is called Neuralink, and they have the goal of creating brain implants that will allow humans to interface with computers and artificial intelligence. Also, in the same year, Elon creates The Boring Company. He comes up with the idea while stuck in LA traffic, the basic idea being, I'm going to build a tunnel boring machine and just start digging. By this point, Elon adds a private jet to his roster of investments, flying over 150,000 miles per year. There's literally a Twitter account that tracks Elon's private jet on a daily basis. It's kind of weird, and we can see that Elon actually spends most of his flight time going back and forth across the state of California, visiting his various company headquarters. Elon clearly has no time for traffic jams. The past couple of years have been big for Elon. He's clearly not slowing down anytime soon. He started dating yet another Canadian woman, the musician we all know as Grimes. They had their first child together in 2020, who they named this weird combination of numerals. Apparently, they just call him X. Tesla has grown to become the most valuable automaker on the entire planet after a massive run-up in 2020. SpaceX has taken over as the global leader in aerospace technology. They are transporting NASA astronauts into space on a regular basis. They're landing on the moon in just a couple of years from now, with a plan to reach Mars only a few years after that. Neuralink is successfully implementing their smart devices into live animals and taught a monkey how to play Pong with his mind. And the Boring Company are digging holes under 3 US states. January 2021, Elon becomes the richest person on Earth with a total fortune of $182.9 billion. Now, that title was short-lived as Tesla's share price dropped back down from their record highs and Elon's net worth fell with them. But he is pretty sure to regain that title sometime soon, as forecasters expect to see the stock price for Tesla double or even quadruple over the course of 2021. I'd say that Elon Musk made a deal with the devil for even half of this crazy stuff to come true, but I can't see any point in his life where he would have had the time. I don't know if Elon is a space alien or some kind of high-powered mutant. Maybe he is just the best example we've seen so far of what a human being can accomplish when they fully and completely dedicate themselves to following their dreams and achieving their goals. I honestly don't know. I'm just pretty happy that we get to be alive at the same time as this amazing dude. Let us know what you all think. What's the craziest part of Elon's life so far? Where do we go from here? And just what else can this guy accomplish with the time he has left? Also, if you like this quick overview of Elon's life and would like to see us dive deeper into the beginnings of Elon Musk, be sure to let us know by hitting that thumbs up button and dropping a comment below. If you enjoy our content, then why not subscribe to our weekly newsletter? We deliver all the updates on Tesla, SpaceX, Elon Musk, and of course Neuralink in a quick, fun, and easy to read package. Link to sign up is in the description below. It's theteslaspace.com. Once you sign up, be sure to check your promotions tab to make sure our emails are going to your main inbox. If you want to continue to learn about everything regarding Tesla, SpaceX, and Elon Musk, we've got 2 more video options for you on the screen to check out. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up today if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel for weekly content just like this.